you, and I suppose a related topic to particularly farming, and we're talking about land grabs in the UK.
Yeah, well, we're talking about an attack on animals, an attack on farmers, and land grabs. So I caught this story on Sky News about a daffodil extract that's going to be fed to cows in order to reduce methane production. But then I went to look at daffodils because my mum had always told me that daffodils were poisonous. So I went to have a look, and I found a site, Poison Control, daffodils beautiful but toxic. And it would appear that all parts of a daffodil contain lyserine, and this is toxic. It's especially toxic, actually, to animals, and it can damage their liver, make them feel sick. And it's also got oxalates in it. So when you eat it, it can sting the mouth and sting the esophagus. So that was quite concerning. And we do grow daffodils down in Cornwall, and we do grow daffodils in the Isles of Scilly. So unless they're thinking of breeding a new daffodil that's not toxic, it's a bit of a concern. So I went to look at an ITV report that's been talking about farmers who have been losing their grazing land because Natural England, we've reported on this before, but Natural England want to reclaim the land and use it for rewilding and scientific special interest sites. Now, the farmers themselves don't know, they really don't know why this is happening. And you can see a couple of quotes here. Eric Murley, this family's worked the land near Pendeen for 50 years. Another chap, Edward Richardson from the charity farm Cornwall, says, I've worked this area now for 13 or 14 years. I've never seen farmers so upset. They don't know what they've done wrong. Well, they haven't done anything wrong. But what we can clearly see is that this is happening in different areas. In Devon, for example, they're reclaiming agricultural and grazing land for solar panels. So in different parts of the country. So looking at Cornwall, we've seen, again, we go back to lithium mining. We've talked about lithium mining before. And now Imerys, who's a French company, have got an 80% stake in British Lithium. I don't know how quite that makes them British Lithium if there's an 80% French stake, but it makes them the largest producer in Europe. So we can see a revival coming back of mining. It's going to be repurposed. So the dream of Cornwall is going to be now mining where we were before, a whole mining revival. So we used to mine clay and tin, but now we're looking at lithium. And we've said about the dangers of lithium a couple of weeks ago. And tragically, just recently, there was a story on Sky about a family of 4 that had died because of a fire due to a lithium battery. Now, it's not just families and people in general that are worried about the safety and the fire risks of lithium-ion batteries, but also a parliamentary question has been asked. So Maria Miller has raised the question of storage and warehousing, because warehousing is exploding, and even e-bike shops, they have been exploding too. So the fire risk is absolutely huge. So we seem to be seeing land that's been used for agriculture and grazing repurposed into the green agenda.
Okay, thank you.